first of all, I just want to say thank everybody for wishing your boy a happy birthday. I really, really appreciate it. I ain't dropped it a minute because I've been having a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good things that I'm doing. But let me tell you just a little bit about how my birthday went. Um, probably since I was like 9 years old, 9 to 10 years old, when I tried to run away from home. That was the last time I can remember myself crying. Like from 9 to 41, you know what I'm saying? Right now, like I don't remember myself like crying too much at all. Like, and I done lost homeboys, I done lost grandparents, I done lost bukus of people, and I didn't cry. But like I remember last year my uncle Lewis homegoing service, for some strange reason it hit me, and I just remember boohoo crying in the church that time, and I boo, and I'm gonna embarrass myself too. I boohoo crying for my birthday, but let me tell you why. So, and I didn't have a birthday party. My mom asked me what I wanted to do. I just told her, I just wanted something to eat. So she cooked, some food, and she invited my brother over, and what I'm saying, my uncle was over, and we just had a good time. And my mama husband was like, just make sure you keep ball there because, what I'm saying, I got to holler at him about something, right? So he get there, and make a long story short, he ended up giving me a short bed Chevy truck. And what I'm saying, people know I love trucks, so I just couldn't control it, man. You know what I'm saying? So the first time somebody ever gave me a vehicle, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him for that, man. So this story kind of tie into that. This is the story about when I bought my papa truck for Father's Day, and my mama got mad, so I had to buy her a car. All right, check it. So I'm like about 22, 23 at the time. I'm on board the USS Eisenhower, right? So now, mind you, like at this time, I remember I told a story about how I caught my, I think, a second DUI when I was driving down in the donk, right? So they dropped the DUI case, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I got three cars. I'm think I'm doing my thing, right? So I kept a pocket full of money in the military because, like, in the Navy, you go out on like what they call workup. So you might go out for workup like 2 or 3 weeks at a time, or even a month or two at a time. So you ain't got really nothing to buy out there. So you just stay stacking up your money, right? So I get home from this particular workup, right? So I'm talking to my mom on the phone. We just talking like we always do. And she was like, cause this one car, that we got down here, man, really. I'm like, Mom, how would you think if I bought Papa truck? She was like, he really would like that. I said, don't tell him though, because I've been talking to this guy up here. He trying to sell the truck. You know what I'm saying? So, but you think he'll like that? She was like, yeah, I like that. I like she was like, yeah, he'll like that, right? So, excuse me, listen, man, I can't do nothing but smile when I talk about tell Pop stories. I smile anyway, but especially about Pop, right? So, all right, now this dude who I was on board the USS Eisenhower with, now his name was CB. Now, to describe CB is what you would call, he is from the highest form of the hillbilly community. Like, to say that the least, like he put you in the mind of anybody ever seen King of the Hill, the guy that whatever his name, Stud Bucket, Bud Stuckett, or whatever, he telling man, this is exactly how CB talk. And he got like, CB got like his pinky was cut off from a saw. So he used to love to show off his pinky that was cut off. I'm talking about he is from the highest hillbilly community you could think of, right? So he like, yeah, man, Howard, man, I got it, the family that came out of the block, man, I got the truck. I'm like, man, how much trying to sell the truck for? He like, I'm trying to sell it for 700. I'm like, hold on, first off, what? I can't understand what you're saying. I just heard him say 700. So I'm like, just repeat that part. So he said 700. I'm like, all right, man, let me take a look at it. So I'm like, 700. I'm like, man, I've been buying cars and for a minute. It's my first time buying a truck. So I really don't know how this gonna go, but for 700, I know I got it. I can do that, right? So he take me to go look at the truck and drive. Now the truck was running, but it was like a ugly color, like lever soap, got this like little green bluish look. It was lever soap color. This man had skulls and bones like on the steering wheel. He had like a whole deer fish net, and he had a poison symbol on the back. When I'm like, oh man, but it was riding though. So cashed him out, right? So I called my mom like, hey mom, look, I got Papa truck, but don't say that because I'm gonna drive it down there, right? So I said, before I drive it down, I'm gonna take it to Pep Boys and and get it tuned up and stuff. So I took the truck to Pep Boys in Virginia. Now, mind you, I'm in Virginia at this time. So I took the truck to Pep Boys and got it tuned up. I probably spent like about $500 or $600 because I'm like, okay, boy, I gotta make it down there. I'm taking a real big chance. So now what rung in my head was I had caught the DUI when my pop told me like, hey, don't be drinking on the road, cuz. So I'm like, you know what? I finally used my brain this time. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna drink over the road, you know what I'm saying? Because number one, like if they see a Negro like me driving this hillbilly truck like this, that's an automatic red flag. Like they gonna be ready to stop your boy. So I'm like, I ain't gonna drink. But what I'm gonna do, this new drink had came out called Red Bull. So I went and got a 6-pack of Red Bull. And this is my first time drinking Red Bull, right? I'm talking about, man, I drank all the Red Bull before I got out of Virginia. Like my eye was like, I couldn't even blink, right? My hands just jittering, but I'm alert and I'm aware and I know what's going on. So, man, look, I made it all the way to Georgia, all the way to my mama's house this time successfully, and showed Pop the truck and, he was excited and stuff like that. So everybody just having a good time. Now, this truck had this truck had horns on it. It had an intercom that you could, I'm talking about just straight like Duke of Housing at its finest. You know what I'm saying? this a hillbilly truck. You know what I'm saying? So and Pop just loved it. He used to pull up and get on the speaker and stuff like that. So he having a good time about it, right? So I'm talking to Pop. You know what I'm saying? I don't made it back up there successful and stuff like that. So I'm talking to Pop. Pop like, I appreciate the truck, cuz. I really appreciate it, cuz. But your mama mad at me, cuz. I'm like, what she mad at you for? He was like, cuz you bought me a truck, cuz, and you ain't get her that, cuz. I'm like, she the one who told me to buy you the truck, Pop. He was like, I know, cuz, but you know what I'm saying? You know how your mama get, cuz. So, all right, so I'm like, all right, so I got a surprise for her too, right? So I had I had end up like getting this loan from Navy Federal for like about 9,000, right? So I'm like, all right, what kind of car my mama like? I know she always talked about a BMW, right? So I go down to Macon because I used to always go back and forth like from Macon to Virginia. Like they used to have this flight called AirTran. AirTran was like about $150 round trip. So I stayed in Macon, like even though when I was in Virginia, right? So I told my cousin Kurt, I'm like, hey man, look, man, I need you to ride with me to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, to go pick up this car, you know what I'm saying, for my mom, right? He was like, all right, bet, cuz. So we rode up there to Atlanta, picked up the car, cash due that, right? So I came down, I brought it, you know what I'm saying, to where my mom was standing, and I was like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? So she saw the car and she started smiling. She was like, thank you, son, thank you, son. You know what I'm saying? And she enjoyed it. But that's the time that that's the time that I gave my pop a truck, and he told me that my mom got mad about it, so I had to buy her a car too. And I say that because this is the first time that somebody had ever given me like a vehicle. Now this gonna sound crazy, but I done gave away like 7 vehicles, like to family members. You know what I'm saying? And they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to share this with you. I thank y'all for the birthday wishes, and I got a couple more stories for you today, man. We finna get back to work, all right?